Yo, what's up? So it's like this. I'm at work. But no, I will not suck your dick. No, I will not eat your ass. And no, I will not lick your vagina. I'm tired of encountering people who are selfish in the bedroom. People who only know how to be pleasured but don't know how to please. And I mean that in more than one way. And it's a double reference. As I go further into this video, you will understand where I'm coming from with this one. So it's like this. Isn't it amazing how the bedroom tendencies will carry over into regular life? Like people who tend to be selfish in the bedroom, who will sit back and just watch you do all the work, will be the same way in regular life as it pertains to anything, any and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And I've dealt with men on a sexual level, and the DL men who have girlfriends who I'm not. It's amazing. I hate videos like this because I always end up putting myself out there. But this is not to glorify the devil. This is not to glorify any lifestyle and even excuse the language. But sometimes the truth is the truth no matter how it comes out. So please forgive me. But I'm just not there in my life where I'm not no longer having sex and I'm waiting till marriage and I haven't completely stopped cursing. But I am doing a lot better in a lot of areas that I had been struggling before. But I'm coming to you as I am, just as I am, as Dietrich Haddon would say. Restoring everything that's damaged. But anyway, I'm at work. I'm in uniform, as you guys can tell, and I'm a little bit rough, so excuse me. But I remember not even too long ago, I had, first of all, let me just say this. If trade know that they're trade, they ain't trade, first of all. Trade barely exists anymore. Like, why can't you just be a masculine man? What, like, trade is the fantasy of a gay boy. Like, to find, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. It's stupid. Those are the things that you find amazing, like when you first get into the gay lifestyle, like when you're 18, 19, and you become sexually active. You want trade. Ooh, girl, I got me a trade. Let me go dish out. Like, goodbye. But anyway, so I remember not too long ago, I had really encountered this DL boy. And at first, I really didn't want to meet him because his height and his weight, it just seemed like he would be out of shape and not really my style. I like them thick, but I don't like them. It just depends. I'm attracted to a variety of people, body type, so to speak. So it just depends on the person. But especially when you meet somebody on the internet, you can't give people the benefit of the doubt, because one thing I've realized, people that are usually bigger, especially as it pertains to meeting them on the internet, are usually bigger than what they say. They may say that they're 200 pounds, but then they are 220 in real life, or 230. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never met a skinny person that said that they were 140 and then in reality they 170. I've never seen that before. So that's that with that. So while I'm talking to my best friend on the phone, and I didn't know he had somebody, but I actually met him. We did what we did, whatever, and of course he disappeared. And when I first met him, he had a whole bunch of tattoos. He was light skinned, and it's what I call prison muscles, because you don't get muscles like this on the street. Like, you don't have that much time. I knew what I knew. So I asked him, I'm like, were you in jail? Like, mind you, he in my house. I'm like, were you in jail? He said, why you asked that? I said, because those are prison muscles. And we kind of laughed. And it was just so intriguing because maybe a few weeks later, I saw him with his girlfriend. And it's one of those things where you had to take a double take, like I really didn't notice him. I just knew that he was a good-looking person. And so I'm like, oh, my best friend didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, my God. This nigga got a girlfriend? It's probably his wife. You just never know what people will get you caught up in. So I'm like, oh, my God. And so seeing him from the outside, even though I personally seen every type of gay man or DL man or straight man, whatever they want to call themselves, I mean, it just ain't a mystery, but he relinquished all control, and he was the bottom. And so I just thought it was funny, because I'm going to tell you what first drew my attention to him, because him and his girlfriend was arguing, or whoever the woman was. I mean, they was going in. He was going to Marshall's, and this was in L.A., I guess South LA, and he was going into either Marshalls or Ross, and so that's what first drew my attention because I was coming out of there, he was coming in, and so I was looking, and then I was like, okay, you know, he good looking like subconsciously, and I'm like, oh my God, that's that man that he was just over at my house, whatever. And so my best friend like, what's going on? Like, and I had to break down the whole story to her. Okay, so back to the subject at hand. So the reason why I'm bringing this story to you guys because I want you guys to understand your worth. And sometimes it's always, I said it a million times, there's always a deeper root. It's nothing just is because it is. There is a reason why. You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason why people are tops. There are reasons why people are versatile. There are reasons why people are bottoms. You understand what I'm saying? Give you an example. A lot of times why people are tops, for those who can make sense of it, because they tend to be more aggressive. They like to be in control. You know what I'm saying? They may be less open-minded to certain things. They tend to know what they want. And then there are versatile people who tend to be probably the most open-minded people, if that's a word, in the gay society, so to speak, or in the sex game, because either or, it really don't matter to them. They're open sexually, and then there are bottoms. There are bottoms who like to relinquish all control and let somebody manhandle them. Okay, that ain't my job. Yeah, it seems like every time I'm at work and I make a video, it's like my phone always going off. So, back to the situation at hand. Again, I just want to explain everything so when it comes together, it makes sense to you guys where I'm coming from. So, I've encountered so many people who are selfish when it comes to sex, and I be wondering, how do they think it's okay? Because I get turned off, and I'm like, why do... I don't know what's worse, people who don't even try to pleasure you back in return, or people who do it and don't know what the hell they doing. Like, I do what I do because I know what I'm doing, and I'm good at it. I would never just do something. I would never try to be a top just because, I feel like I got a big ego. You know what I'm saying? I would never be a bottom because, I feel like I have a fat booty. I'm going to do what's most comfortable to me, and basically that's how I feel it should be. You should never do something because, I got this, or I can bring this to the table, blah, 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 blah. Do what you do because you're good at it. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not encouraging no particular lifestyle, but the truth is the truth at the end of the day. And another reason why I bring this video to you guys' attention is because, like I said, there's a deeper root. And so I was trying to figure out, why is it, before, like when I was getting into the gay lifestyle, let's say when I was like 18, 19, I would club every so often. No, I would say often. My gay brother, he would take me to Club Way in Miami, and we would party, drink. Of course, we were supposed to be drinking, but there's always a way to get around that. Everybody knows that. So I would often wonder, like, looking back on it, I mean, now I'm not a party animal at all. I never really was, but when I was younger, it was more important for me to go to the club. Now I can care less about going to the club. And I really don't even like dealing with people, and especially not no gay people. I'd rather be by myself. I wish to say gay people, but people just come with so much drama, unforeseen. It's like, I'd just rather be by myself, please, because they're just doing way too much for me. And, back then, as it pertains to sex, I didn't really know who I was. And I was a pushover. And I believe I was versatile, but unless in the community that I was in, it just seemed like to be a lot of tops. So I guess that had made me somewhat of a bottom. But as I got older and I started speaking my mind more, it seemed like I became more of a top, which is the situation. So you get what I'm saying? Like how when you grow out of certain things and you get older, like roles change. So things from the bedroom carry on to your life, vice versa. So it's like, what's really going on with me? Now I'm to the point like, okay, you realize that there's got to be more to life. When you get older, you realize sex ain't even all that. Man with female, male with male, female with female. It gets to a point where family is most important now. My kids are most important now. Getting a better job, getting more education is more important. It's not about having sex. It's just not that important like how it used to be. And I think that's where maturity plays a part. Because now, every day I wake up, it's just about pleasing God. Like, it's never been so important to me, pleasing God. And that's where I'm at. I just turned 25, less than 2 months ago. And you realize you have to change. You have to change because time is winding down. And you got to stop pleasing the flesh. If you give your flesh junk food, you're going to crave junk food. Like Tony would say in '02, like, and that's the thing. That's what's wrong with society. I post positive videos often, and sometimes I don't get a lot of response. But if you post a negative video with somebody fighting, a whole bunch of drama and stuff from World Star, those get millions and millions of views. But you see something positive, and that better get a few likes. And I think that's kind of crazy. And I'm like, what is wrong with society? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, even if people weren't religious or all churchy, people used to make sure Sunday was the day that they went to church. Now people barely know Jesus. Like the generation where my brother is raised up in now, they don't even know Jesus. But they know every song to everything and everybody else, but they don't know Jesus, the one that created them. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you, and I guess maybe I'll have to make a different video, but if you guys have any questions or where I'm coming from or advice on what I should address next, just inbox me or respond to this video, comment below, and tell me where you want me to go with the next video. But to sum it all up is to find the source of the reason why you do what you do. You understand what I'm saying? Even as it pertains to sex. Are you just the type of person that don't need to be pleasured and only want to please? Why is that so? And maybe this video is for the gays, or so to speak, but I mean, I can only speak from experience, and it's the first thing that came to my mind. And so that's why I don't do videos as often, because I like things to come natural. I don't ever want to do something that feels forced, you know what I'm saying? And although this video is kind of lengthy, I hope you get my point. So find the root of those things and make sense of it, because the deeper you dig, perverted mind, the deeper you dig, the more you will find, and then it will all make sense. You get what I'm saying? And then you can live the best life possible. And that's basically it. And I just really want to live to please the Lord. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you guys go. With me, first of all, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to say a few things. For me, especially now, it's not about me being with a woman. It's about me pleasing God, whatever that is. And I want every single thing that God has ordained for me. My ministry, my wife and kids, my career, my success, whatever the Lord has planned for me, has designed, even before the foundations of the world, before May 19, 1989, before I was conceived in my mama's womb in 1988, he already knew what I was going to be doing today, making this video at work, eating and stuff in my face. He already knew that. You understand what I'm saying? And I want you guys to take this journey with me, so to speak, and just ride out with your boy. You understand what I'm saying? Figure things out, because I notice a lot of times people, they become successful, and even successful emotionally, successful financially, and all these ways, but they never show anybody else the way. It's just them. Are you bringing a team, or are you just being you? Why are you the only one successful in your group, and everybody, y'all come from the same house? Y'all come from the same, y'all grew up around the same people. Like, why is it only you and not everybody else? Why is it not the team? You understand what I'm saying? So I guys want my all the way driven family to grow with me, but you gotta respond, you gotta comment, you gotta let me know what's up. All right, yeah, and I do believe you can be delivered from homosexuality. So that's that. I love you guys. My smile look crooked, huh? All right, I love you guys. Be blessed. Stay driven.